Hello students, today we are going to start with the third section of your textbook, that is communication and life skill. In that we are going to start with first unit, that is meeting and greeting people and dialogues. As you all know, the sounds of English come together to form words, and words are combined to form meaningful sentences that convey a complete thought. By making statements, asking questions, expressing wonder, joy, sadness, or disgust. However, language is also used to perform several communicative functions. Thus, we use language to ask for directions, make a request, apologize, or congratulate someone. Proficiency in performing these language functions in English is a very important part of learning to speak the language. In this short chapter, we will look at some samples of some common functions in English and the language used to perform them. You can practice the expression both alone and with your classmates in order to be able to use them with skill and confidence when speaking English. Let's start. First we'll see how to greet and take leave. What sentences you are supposed to use when you greet someone, when you meet someone, or when you are taking leave from someone. There are two dialogues are given here. Read the two dialogues below. Pay attention to the expressions used in situations where people greet and take leave of one another. The first dialogue occurs in formal situation while the second one is informal. First one. Mr. Anand meets Amita, a student who lives in his neighborhood, at a bookstore. They have met before but do not know each other very well. As they don't know each other very well, so they are going to have a formal conversation. So see how they speak. Now this is an example, children, here for you all to know how to speak when you meet someone in the market place or any other place, like your colleagues, your official persons and all. If you meet your colleagues and official persons there, you won't have an informal conversation. That is for sure that you are going to have a formal conversation. So how you will greet them and what sentences you will use while taking leave, that is been expressed here in this dialogue. Let's see. Amita, good morning, Mr. Anand. How are you, Mr. Anand? Good morning, Amita. I am very well, thank you. What about you? Amita, I'm fine, thanks. We haven't met for quite some time, have we? Mr. Anand, you are right. I have been away in Nagpur. Have you found something interesting to buy? Amita, no, not really. I just came in a few minutes ago. Mr. Anand, well, it was nice meeting you, Amita. I could have given you a lift home, but I am afraid I have to rush to keep an appointment. I do hope you will excuse me. Amita, oh, that's quite all right, Mr. Anand. I hope we can meet again soon. Mr. Anand, yes. Please do come over sometime. Bye. Amita, bye-bye, Mr. Anand. So here in this conversation, student, we come to know that when we meet someone here, when we are having a formal conversation, first we'll greet by saying good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Then we'll say, how are you? Then the person who replies that I'm very well, thank you, what about you? Then you have to say, I'm fine, thanks. Then if you have not met that person for a long time, you can use this sentence. You can say, we haven't met for quite some time, have we? When the person replies, yes, you're right, and the person will give the reason that he's been away from the city and all, any reason that person can give here. Now, as they have met in the bookstore, you can ask that did that person find any interesting book here and all. So whatever the person replies, that depends upon the person whom what that person is replying. Then while leaving, you can say, well, it was nice meeting you. I could have given you lift, or I could have waited for some time, but I have this work, I have an appointment, or I have to rush, or I have to go to pick up someone, any family member. And at the end, you can say that I do hope that you will excuse me. You can give the reason and then ask for excuse. When the person replies in positive, then you can say that please do come over sometime. Then last you can say bye-bye to that person. This was formal conversation here. Now student, when you are writing a conversation, when you are writing a dialogue, in your examination they will ask you to write dialogue. They will give you such situations here, how in a situation is given here. In the same way situations will be given to you all to write. So if it is a formal one or informal one, accordingly you have to choose the sentences and write. In this dialogues here, the punctuation mark plays a very important role here. You cannot just write the sentences. You have to give punctuation mark at proper place. Means here comma here means what? You give a small pause. Now you cannot just say, good morning Mr. Anand, how are you? You cannot just say like that. You have to say, good morning Mr. Anand, how are you? So you have, when you give a short pause, and that time you have to put comma, that you have to keep in mind. At the end of the sentence you give full stop. And here apostrophe also plays a very important role when you are omitting any particular word here, particular letter here, sorry. Suppose how are you? Now I've read it, how are you? When you're writing how are you, we write how, we leave space and write A-R-E-R, and then you will write and put question mark. But here I am omitting here A, so I am putting apostrophe there. So in dialogue you have to use contradictory sentences where you skip particular letter and you use apostrophe there. Then if you are asking a question, you have to put question mark. When you are writing the name of the character, you have to put colon, you have to leave certain space and then write. So all these things you have to keep in mind when you are writing a dialogue. Only writing plain sentences won't do. The examiner will check how you have written it. That you have to keep in mind. Full stop, apostrophe, question mark, exclamation mark. You should know where you are supposed to use all these particular punctuation marks. See, while saying bye, your exclamation mark is used. Understood? When you are expressing certain word here, which express your feeling here, that time also you can use. That you have to keep in mind. Now this was a formal conversation. Now informal conversation we are going to see. Now see here, Barkha meets Farha, who used to be a classmate at school, after a long time at a wedding. Now see how they converse with each other. Barkha, hello Farha, what a lovely surprise. Good to see you after so long. Farha, hi Barkha, it's great to see you too. How are you? And where have you been? Barkha, just fine, thanks. I was away in Aligarh. And how are things with you? Farha, everything's okay, thanks. Hey, we must meet and catch up on all that's been happening. Barkha, we must do that. Let me jot down your telephone number. Farha, yeah, I'll write it down for you. Wish I could have stayed longer, but I must run. Have to pick up mother from station. Barkha, sure. See you sometime. Bye. Farha, bye-bye. Now see a student, in this conversation, as this conversation is between two friends here. So the conversation is informal. The sentences which they have used here, that is from the sentences only you can come to know that the two friends are speaking to each other. So when you when you meet your friend in marketplace or any some wedding place, any place here, so that time what type of sentences you are supposed to use, how you will converse with your friend, this is the best example for that. Here also you have to keep in mind the punctuation mark, the comma, full stop, exclamation mark, full stop. question mark, where it is supposed to be used, that you have to keep in mind. Now here here they have given you certain expressions here. See, look at some expression used to greet people and take leave of them. Read each item and repeat it. Note the use of contradictory forms such as I am for I am and you will for you will. Now see here, they have given contradictory form, means the apostrophe they have skipped, they have omitted the letter A and they have given apostrophe there. It is known as what? Contradictory form. For this contradictory form, you have to use apostrophe, that you have to keep in mind. When you are writing a dialogue, you have to use this contracted form, that you have to keep in mind. Now, in formal conversation, when you meet someone, first you have to greet by saying good morning, how are you? Then the person replies, I'm very well, thank you. What about you? If the person asks you this question, you will say, I'm fine, thanks. We haven't met for quite some time, have we? If you have not met a person for a long time, you can use this sentence. Then you can, when you meet the person, you can say, it's pleasure to see you. This type of sentences you can use when you are starting with the conversation. In between, when at the end when you want to leave, so you can say, it was nice meeting you, but I'm afraid I have to go now. Or you can say, I'm asleep, I hope you'll excuse me. In this type of sentences you can use while asking for leave. Then after that you can say, the person will reply, or you, if you are the second person, you can say, that's quite all right, I hope we can meet again soon. Yes, we must meet. Yes, I hope so too. Yes, please do come over. Bye bye. This type of sentences you have to use while you are leaving the person in the formal conversation. Now for informal conversation, when you meet your friends, your cousins and all, you can say, hello, what a lovely surprise, good to see you after so long, hi, it's great to see you too, how are you, where have you been, just fine, thanks, how are things with you, everything's okay, thanks, we must meet and catch up on what's happening. Yes, we must do that. Wish I could have stayed longer, but I must run. Sure, see you sometime. Bye-bye. All this type of sentences you can use in informal conversation. Go through these sentences, student, again and again, and try to enact with your friends, or your now you are not meeting your friends because of this COVID-19 lockdown and all. So see to it that when you meet at home also, you can practice it with your siblings and all, because it will help you to improve your English, or it will help you, you can increase your confidence to speak in English when you meet someone. So it will be really helpful to you all. I want you all to practice it at home with your siblings or with your friends. Now they have asked you two questions here. See here, two dialogues are given here. Working in pairs, write and enact the following situation in the form of brief dialogues, choosing appropriate expression from those given above. Means here above they have given you certain expression, you have to use those expression only and write a dialogue for these two questions here. Now one I have done for you all, I am showing you all, which will help you, you will come to know how to do it. Now first one was, Neeta is on her way to her violin class. She meets Dr. Prakash, her father's boss, outside the music school. The two persons greet each other and exchange a few words before taking leave. Now see, in this situation, what type of sentences you can use? This is a formal situation only, students. So see here, Neeta, good morning, Dr. Prakash. How are you? Dr. Prakash, I am very well, thank you. What about you? Neeta, I'm fine, thanks. Seeing you after a long time, doctor. Dr. Prakash, yes. I was out of town for a couple of months for my practice. Neeta, that is fine. Will you be going again? Dr. Prakash, I won't be going again for the next 6 months. Neeta, oh, that is good. Dr. Prakash, thank you. Dr. Prakash, how is your music classes going on? Neeta, absolutely good. My teacher has given my name for singing competition in Bharatiya Sangeet Manch happening next month and I'm practicing hard for it. Dr. Prakash, that is very good to hear. Keep practicing. My best wishes are with you. Neeta, that was nice of you, Doctor. Dr. Prakash, I'm sorry I have to rush. I have got an appointment. It was nice meeting you. Bye, Neeta. Neeta, oh, that's quite all right, doctor. Bye-bye. So see, this kind of conversation you have to write when they ask you in your examination, when they give you certain situation and then I ask you to write a dialogue, you have to keep in mind, you have to write the name of the person who are conversing, then you have to put colon and you have to start with greeting, then ask about them, then the person replies, then the situation when they are meeting, that if I have not met you for a long time, where have you been and all, then two more sentences you have to add. It can be, I have given you one example here, it can be any other reason you can give, and at the end you while taking leave, this type of sentences you have to use. So this one I have done for you. The next one, next question. Abhay runs into Abdul, a friend, at a supermarket. This is informal conversation. The two men greet each other and exchange a few words before taking leave. Now this one I want you all to do as a homework here, and I want you all to practice this dialogue at home with your friends and your siblings. I hope you have understood this. So this was our first unit, that is meeting and greeting people and what type of dialogues you are supposed to use when you meet and greet people, when you take a leave from them, that we have seen in this particular unit. I hope it will be helpful for you all and you will practice it. Thank you.